Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Giants going up against the Colts.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Luck. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. His first carry, he loses the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Well, he's not. The starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they recover the fumble, but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
This is Jalen Richard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go! 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Third down, Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Dawson. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brissett on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check, Patriot.
Looking to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now let's go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
No, check. Patriot. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz.
Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. First carry for Lamar Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 49. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Leopard! Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Here we go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Back to throw here. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And to give this time to the tailback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Now he steps away. He can run for it, and he will. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the Giants send out their punter now. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now let's go. Go, go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen.
Now a hit and a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, no. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And a give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. So they're going to go for 2.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Luck. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Luck. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down following the run. Now they try the right side here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now Luck. And some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now it's Luck. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff looking right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Locke. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And the Colts coming out now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Here we go now. Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. No. Check. Patriot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing now. Luck. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. So Luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Giants, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.